Looking at the way things have been going in recent times, it is clear that the potential of AI is truly exponential. That said, even the recent update that we're seeing from the guys from Tesla and Neuralink has left us all in a state of shock and awe. The link up. Turns out that Neuralink and Tesla have been working together in order to produce something that could link the thought of humans to advanced robotics. Can you even imagine such a concept working outside the world of fiction and movies? Well, as it turns out, the guys at Neuralink have been working on something like this for quite some time now. That is why we have the Neuralink N implant, a state-of-the-art brain-computer interface that has already shown its efficacy in bringing the thoughts of humans onto a screen of a computer or any other similar device. As such, it was only a matter of time before we saw this type of technology move on to the physical world where it is desperately needed. Now we can get to see it working, as it allows people to control robotic limbs with their minds. This is where the Optimus robot comes in, as it is very integral to this collaboration that may change the world as we know it going forward. Neuralink N1. That said, the Tesla robot is no more important than the Neuralink N1 implant that we mentioned earlier on. Apparently, it is central to Neuralink's work, as this is the tiny wireless device that is surgically implanted into the parts of the brain that is responsible for planning everyday movements. With this implant in place, it can read neural activity. Once it is able to do this, it can proceed by processing it before translating it into actionable signals that could manipulate the machines it targets. This was a fantastic piece of technology on its own, especially as it was developed in order to give a hand to those who may have neurological impairments. That way, they may regain the ability to control the machines that they need in the course of everyday life. As such, you'd find that the Neuralink N1 device has been successful in helping such people with these impairments make use of devices such as smartphones and computers. At least that is what the Prime Study trial demonstration has been able to display to the world at large. During such a trial, some of the subjects, some of which had no control of their appendages mentioned devices, were able to use the previously mentioned devices with just their thoughts. Pretty radical, right? To take things up a notch from such a decent level of progress, the team embarked on the Convoy study, which sought to improve on what they had already achieved by extending the implant's applications to assistive robotic limbs. This has shown the world that the Neuralink N1 implant is actually capable of interpreting motor commands from the brain. With this level of reliability, there is every hope that these commands can control advanced robotic systems, such as Tesla Optimus. Hopefully, it can do so with the same precision and natural feel as it does with biological links. The exciting part of the entire notion is that this is not a matter of speculation. No, not anymore. Thanks to our research, we found out that the N1 implant was successfully tested on a 29-year-old quadriplegic man named Nolan Arbaugh. Having lost the ability to make use of his limbs when the former Corps of Cadet at Texas AANDM suffered a life-changing driving accident while he was working as a camp counselor, the N1 implant proved to be something of a lifesaver for the young man, as it helped him partake in activities such as playing chess and video games. As great as this may be for Noah Arbaugh, the guys at Neuralink and Tesla are also excited about this technology, because instead of just interacting with digital devices, both companies hope that their collaboration will result in helping the user regain physical capabilities, thanks to the fact that they can control robotic arms or legs, maybe even the entire robot. This will make great use of the Tesla robot. Having been in development for several years now, it seems as though this robot is able to replicate human biomechanics up to a rather impressive degree. This is a testament to the many hours spent studying the complex nature of the human body. This was done in the hopes that Optimus movements would look as natural as possible. Impressive hands. As impressive as Tesla's Optimus may be as a whole, we feel that it would be remiss of us not to turn our attention to its rather fascinating hands. It seems as though a lot of work went into creating these hands because it has been reported to feature 22 degrees of freedom. This may not sound like much for those who may not be in the know, but it is rather impressive, especially when you hear that human hands have about 27 degrees of freedom, while other humanoid robots similar to Optimus can only muster about 6 degrees of said freedom. As such, you can see how Optimus may be ahead of many of the other humanoid robots found out there. Thanks to this, though, Optimus has proved to be very competent when it comes to tasks involving its hands. To many's surprise, the recent demonstration with the human robot showed that it is very adept in carrying out delicate tasks, such as catching a tennis ball with these amazing hands. As if that isn't impressive enough, the form and the wrist have been enhanced in a way that allows it to add add even more degrees of freedom, making it more competent than the previous model. With such upgrades coming into play, Milan Kovac, one of the engineers at Tesla, saw it fit to let us know that these robots will be able to carry out the tasks to it with a precision that would make it one of the most advanced humanoid robots out there. After all, not only are these hands dexterous, they are also robust. Just ask Jim Fan, a senior researcher at NVIDIA, a massive fan of what he saw in Optimus's hands. He was especially impressed by the hands, as he could see their ability to interact with objects without requiring constant maintenance. As you can imagine, this level of reliability, especially as these robots are supposed to be used in a wide variety of environments, should make it the robot of the future. This may be a testament to the fact that Tesla did design these robots to handle the challenges that it may come across in real time without a need for frequent repairs. With any luck, this work will help such goals manifest in real time. The future is indeed bright. With such a collaboration being put together in a bid to push the ante when it comes to human potential, it has become apparent that staying ahead in the world of AI and robotics is something both companies aspire to maintain. As such, you may find that Elon Musk has a standing vision for what Neuralink and Tesla will come together to bring the best out of Optimus. He has been on record describing how the N1 chip works to intercept the brain's commands to biological limbs in a bid to redirect them to the robotic counterparts. Musk went on to explain that this technology will not be limited to restoring mobility. He insisted that we should look at it as something that has the potential of enhancing the abilities of humans. With such limbs powered by Neuralink, we may see a future where people would be able to carry heavier objects, carry out tasks that require a lot more precision than the normal human could muster, or even go forward to achieve feats that have been deemed impossible for humans due to our limited physical capabilities. Musk considers this to be akin to giving humans cybernetic superpowers. This is massive, especially to those who have lost the ability to make use of certain parts of their bodies. As such, the ability to make use of these robotic limbs as if it was theirs could be huge to such people. Such people could regain their independence as they would be able to perform tasks that would have been impossible for them due to their physical limitations. This is just the tip of the iceberg, as this Optimus robot and the Neuralink technology will be applicable in industries such as construction, logistics, and even athletics. The future truly looks bright for this collaborative effort, and if they're successful, we may find that many would find that their life has changed thanks to this fantastic piece of technology.